Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from the beautiful southeastern part of the United States. Today's topic is going to be how the narcissist searched for you. Think about that for a minute. Guys, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, and share. So as the thumbnail mentions, how the narcissist searched for you, let me tell you right now, they did search for you. They looked for you. They looked for your weaknesses. They looked for your resources. They looked to see if you were an empath. They looked to see if you were a people pleaser, etc. All the things I mentioned on the channel. But they did search for you. It wasn't just circumstance or happenstance that you fell into the narcissistic relationship. You may think so. It's not the case. This includes family relationships, which is a whole different video. But if you were born into a narcissistic family, again, most likely you were the black sheep, is what they called you. In fact, you were the white sheep, which means you were the person that was always there to help people out, perhaps to support them, to be the sounding board, to be the one person, the one bright shining light in the family that perhaps the other people, your siblings, your parents, whomever, took advantage of. That's for a whole different video. But the point being, the narcissist did seek you out. They searched for you, and they looked at you as what? As an opportunity, as someone they could manipulate, someone they could take advantage of, someone that they could extract your resources from until virtually you had nothing left to give. Now, if you've been on the channel for any period of time, you understand an awful lot now about narcissism. I will dig in to so many more videos in the future, peeling that onion back layer by layer. I will go into more depth onto many things that I've just barely scratched the surface on. But this is one video that I will let you know firsthand. If you were a neighbor, if you were a lover, if you were a spouse, if you were a friend, a coworker, a business associate, somebody in part of the community or part of a organization, what has happened throughout all those examples is when you met the person who turned out to be the narcissist, they did the reconnaissance on you. Because remember, the narcissistic relationship usually moves at light speed. It moves really quickly. And when I say quickly, it means it's moving abnormally fast. In other words, let's say it's part of a religious organization. You just moved, you attended church on whatever day of the week it is, and you went there, and lo and behold, you struck up a friendship with somebody, and you said hi and whatever, and before you know it, that person's asking you to exchange phone numbers, and they begin texting you and asking you questions, and it's almost like, what is this? Like, I just met you, I don't even know you. That is a huge red flag. And if that happened to you or something similar, you can drop comments below and share your wisdom and experiences with the community. The point is, that is one small example of how quickly a narcissistic relationship can move. I'm not saying anyone or everyone that asks you for your phone number and texts you within the same day or so is a narcissist. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you're on the channel and you made it this far in the video, you know exactly what I'm talking about, that the narcissist portrays themselves to be one individual when in fact they're somebody completely different. In other words, they wear the mask and they capture you and your energy and everything about you under the guise of false pretenses. So, did the narcissist search you out? The narcissist completely searched you out. They searched out what made you you. In other words, perhaps they were asking you questions about your job, your history, your siblings, your upbringing, your religious beliefs, your financial resources, where you've lived, past relationships, what you like, what you don't like, what your interests are, what your hobbies are. All of these things they did, and they did it rather quickly, and they did it unassumingly, meaning you probably, because you fell into the trap of the narcissistic relationship during the euphoric / love bomb stage, you most likely were offering up your information because you believed that this individual was somebody similar to you. They're not, and they never will be, and they never have been. As a matter of fact, the narcissist is nothing but an empty shell. What they were doing is just doing their homework on you, figuring out how they could extract from you, and then they were taking things from you slowly, insidiously. And it doesn't really, you really don't understand what's going on until it's too late. And when it's too late, that means you're already way too deep in the narcissistic relationship, and they most likely already know a lot of information about you because you shared so much information with them. Now, let's rewind the clock a minute. When you met the potential narcissist or the narcissist, if in fact if they asked you all the questions or these things that I'm mentioning to you, and you did not make the grade, in other words, you didn't really have what they thought they could benefit from, they were just going to move on. because you didn't quite cut the mustard, I think is the expression, or you didn't quite make the grade. In other words, you didn't have as much value to extract from. But because you're on the channel, most likely this did happen to you, and the narcissist saw this. They saw exactly what you offered. Perhaps it was something as simple as your social circle or your status, which you took for granted because why? Because you're a kind, loving individual. The narcissist didn't see this. They saw what you had to offer, and they said, wow, not only do I want that for myself, but I deserve that. And how should you have that? I'm so much better than you. I deserve to have that social circle. So what did they do? They ingrained themselves with you, got invited to all the events, or actually attached themselves to your friends, exchanging phone numbers and all that. Next thing you know, the smear campaign's underway and your friends are not listening to or believing you, and boom, there's a wedge driven between you and your social circle. It's a prime example. It happens each and every day. It's happening right now all over the planet. But the narcissist was searching you out. They were searching for you. They didn't just say, oh, okay, this is a human being, I'll just extract some energy or some resources from them. No, they wanted to make sure that they got everything out of you. Say it's a business relationship. You're a new hire, you go to the job for the first time, and your boss is the narcissist. Well, that's a little different animal, but the point is that he or she or whoever it is, they will be asking you about yourself, your family, where you've been, your work history, what you know, what you don't know. Why are they doing that? It's not because they want you to perform at a high level at work, which maybe they do. I can't say that for sure. It's because they want to dump as much work on you of theirs, and they want you working on weekends, and they want you working 10, 12, 15 hours a day. They want you working on your birthdays, holidays, special events. They want to punish you. Why? Because you're an employee now, and you are the new supply in the office, which means you will be the person that is targeted. It's exactly how it works. So keep this in mind. Let's use the workplace example. You just got hired, you went in there, you met the manager, whoever it is. I don't like to say the word boss, even though I've said it in the past. Let's call them manager, whatever these people are. And that person calls you in the office, hey, nice to meet you, blah, blah, blah. And they let you know, that they ask you questions, and you're feeling good. Why? Because now you're part of the team, and you can put your guard down, and you can trust this person. Maybe you mention you have a family, and their person's going to give you some extra time off because you have kids. Things like that, just examples. No, they're not doing that. They're going to, because you have kids, they're going to punish you. They're going to make sure you don't attend the kids' school functions, to make sure you don't attend the plays, to make sure that you don't attend vacations as much as you should. And they're going to try and blow up your relationship with your family. It's a fact. It's the way it works. You see, that's what the narcissist does. They punish you for being you. They don't celebrate you and say, wow, you have kids. That's fantastic. God bless you. You know, maybe take off work early on Friday or whatever it is. No, they're not going to do that. They're going to make you pay. That's why in the beginning of relationships, you need to watch what information you share, with whom you share it with, because not everybody has your best interest at heart. I can promise you that. And not everybody is built like you. And the narcissistic relationship, whether you are out of it now or looking to exit it, or you've exited years ago, you know exactly what I'm talking about. These are one-way relationships headed towards destructionville that benefit only one person, which is not you. It benefits the narcissist. And again, that's why I mention this so frequently on the channel. I will do so again right now. That's why the narcissist does not have long-term friends. That's why they get married multiple times. That's why they always have sources of supply right in front of you at functions or events, or certainly behind your back. That's why they have multiple cell phones, upwards of 2 or 3, sometimes even more. That's why they blow up every relationship they ever come across, because every relationship with a narcissist has an expiration date. Just a matter of time before either A, you get discarded, or B, you wise up and you exit the relationship yourself, or unfortunately C, you're in the narcissistic fog for the rest of your life. And yes, there are people like that. There are many people like that. And if it's you, my heart goes out to you. I'm sending you so much abundance and positivity, but I understand completely. Those are the 3 ways the narcissistic relationship ends. It's a fact. It's the way it goes. But did the narcissist do their homework on you? Did they research you? Absolutely. They talked to as many people about you that know you on the fringe or know you inside and out, and they dug in deep to figure out exactly what makes you tick and to weaponize all of your abundance and positive things against you. Example, let's say that you have long hair, as a small example. You have long hair, and then the narcissist, your long hair is, let's say it's beautiful. Just an example. What are they going to ask you to do? That's right, they're going to ask you to cut it. Why? Because your hair can't be long or looking as beautiful as theirs. Small example. Same thing with, let's say that you like to do a certain hobby. Let's say that you like to ride a bike, as example. You go bike riding every day. Well, the narcissist can't have you doing that. Why? Because you're not giving them supply, and perhaps you're really good at bike riding and you're making new friends. They can't have that, can they? No. They need to punish you, and they need to extract your time, your energy, your money, love, resources, everything. And most likely, they've weaponized your empathy against you. When you are in the narcissistic relationship post-euphoric/love bomb stage, you have now entered the narcissistic fog, which is the devaluation stage. This is where they want you placed for eternity. And I do mean that. They want you as a puppet, a pawn, a shell of yourself. Basically, they want you to be there for them as their sounding board, as the person that pays the bills, as the person that does everything for the narcissist while they are out gallivanting the globe looking for your replacement or replacements. It's 100% true. So that's why many people that I speak with are fortunate. And they're fortunate to have found my channels and many others like mine. And again, thank you very much for being here. The reason why you're fortunate, and I am too, is because you're getting the wisdom. You're coupling your experience and your insight and your relationships with others. And you're saying, my goodness, I am not alone. This really happened. And there's a whole community. There are hundreds of millions of us. Actually, there are billions if you want the truth. But yes, the thing is that many people don't get the wisdom. They really don't. You are a fortunate individual because you're on the channel gaining wisdom, and you're getting the education, and you're comparing your insight and thoughts, and you're getting light bulb moments, and you're putting the pieces of the puzzle together. Many people, again, like I mentioned, they don't have the craving for the knowledge or the wisdom. Or many people, it's too late. They've given up. Many people don't have internet. Yes, it's true. Many people search for things in the browsers on Google and or YouTube, and they never hit pay dirt. They never get that term that they're looking for that turns them on to the word narcissist. So what do? They're isolated, they're alone, they're desolate. Perhaps they give up. I don't know. I'm not trying to trigger anybody. I'm letting you know that you're a fortunate person. And what I'll say before I close the video out is that when you are striking up new relationships, whether they're romantic, business, friendships, neighbors, whatever, please watch what you share, because everybody on this planet certainly does not have your best interest at heart. They flat out don't. Many people are out there to take from you. Many people are like the narcissist that portray themselves to be one individual and turn out to be someone else. There are good people though. There really are. The thing is, you need to have boundaries. You need to not be a people pleaser. You need to not say yes to everything. You need to understand you are the priority. You come first, second, and third. And when I say that, I don't say it lightly. I mean this sincerely. This is real. This is your life. You are the star of your life. It's not the narcissist. It's not anybody else. You need to put yourself forward, no matter what the circumstances. Listen, each and every one of us, we are individuals. We are beautiful. We have special abilities that other individuals don't have. We need to utilize these for the betterment of ourselves, those loved and trusted ones around us, and the planet, if we can do so. When you were in the narcissistic relationship, before I close the video, remember what you did is you gave to a fault. You gave of yourself. You became an extension of the narcissist. You were isolated. You were alone, even when you were sitting right next to them. Didn't matter. You were being beaten down, abused, and taken advantage of, manipulated, and crushed. You were. I'm sorry to say that, but you were. I was. But no longer does that happen, because now we're getting the wisdom, and now we are understanding that we are the priority, and we see through the false narrative of not only the narcissist, but of many individuals on the planet. So guys, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from beautiful southeastern United States. Namaste. Have a great afternoon. Stay true, stay blessed. Continue to become awakened and aware, and understand you are the priority. And believe me when I tell you, if somebody has to do reconnaissance on another individual before they strike up any relationship with them, be careful. Now, that's what the narcissist does, I can assure you. What I'm saying is, like with you, you don't have to do reconnaissance. Just have the relationship develop organically and slowly, and figure out if whoever this person is in the future, if they benefit you, or if you want to add them to your life, or if you don't. But you don't have to be doing all this reconnaissance like the narcissist does to see if this person is of value so you can devastate them and crumble them up like a sheet of paper and throw them away in the freeway. That's not what we do. We live our best lives, and we now have boundaries, and people need to jump through hoops to get into our lives, not the other way around. So guys, no matter where you are on the planet, you are not alone. I love you. Have a great afternoon, and I will talk to you tomorrow. And I hope you like the background. I really do. God bless you. I love you. Bye.